Hello again, welcome back to the Spanish Detectorist. The video today is just a kind of celebration to share with all of you because it has been exactly 1 year since I started to detect. Well, as you know, time flies, and a few days since I started the YouTube channel. So the less I could do for this lovely community following the Spanish Detectorist is just showing you the best of my finds during the last year. Some of the finds are epic, as you will see in the next minutes. Apart of that, I wanted to explain you a little bit about the location where I am. My other passion, apart of being in metal detecting, is diving, scuba diving. I am located now in a place in front of Edinburgh. The place is Bart Island, which is not Bart and is not an island. Here in my back is Edinburgh. So there is just 5 miles in between Edinburgh and Bart Island. But something happened here in 1633. During a stormy day, a ferry, the Blessing of Bart Island, was carrying the possessions of Charles I, and that ferry sank just 1 mile offshore where we are now. So the valuation of those treasures, it is now about £500 million, and they were carrying about 5 tons of gold and silver. So you can imagine all the treasures are lost here. Of course, they were trying to look for the place, the shipwreck. Apparently, there are several shipwrecks here in the area, but they didn't find the treasures. They know more or less where could be that shipwreck, but the treasures no. So now it's a protected area, and I've been doing during the last year metal detecting training in this area. So this was my training field for a year. Apart of being with John on the fields of Persia, I've been doing here training some signals, many signals. I found several things, even quality trash and some spendable coins. I will come back here with you one day to detect this area, because as you can see, the area is massive. Even you can walk to this point where I am pointing now, and you can see Edinburgh in the distance there. So there still is something here, and I think there is some coins around, still going around, so who knows. Well, maybe one day I can combine both passions, metal detecting and diving. I didn't have time until now because of war, metal detecting, and now YouTube. So, well, maybe one day I could do both things. So, we'll see. Anyway, talking about this treasure, I will talk now about my personal treasures, and I hope you enjoy. Welcome to the treasures box of the Spanish Detectorist. So this was my first year, as you see. Well, this is, of course, I don't have here all the collection. It's just, this is the most relevant finds on the relics, some silver. The coins will come later. Well, we're gonna start them for the line here. This, well, some of them is, as I say, quality trash, I will say. This thimble, for example, no? But for me, it's also a piece of history. It was my first thimble, so it's fine, it's good. And this is a ring here. As you can see, the ring is made of, I think it's made of a penny. And says the inscriptions inside 1 penny. Not sure if this was a gift. You can see even has a lovely patina, a green patina made of copper. But and the inscription, not sure if you can see part of the inscription here, but says 1 penny. So, well, could be a love gift, who knows. Then, well, more quality trash, no? Here we have the bottle top of a can, an oil can, which I like, even has some color, a yellow color there. This is the frame of a watch pocket, probably, well, beginning of 20th century, end of 19th, from a cream, a car, a toy. And then we have here, this was from the last find, which is the first video, and apparently it's attachment for a horse, made with leather from one side to another. Not sure. Some of you say will be for carrying swords. Well, still could be a relic of 300-400 years, which is quite good. This is really nice. As you can see here, this is the spec buckle. This probably could be even medieval or late medieval, apparently 16th, 17th century, and this is for like a clip for trousers, so which is a really nice piece of history. And here, this is a really nice thing. This was actually a quality trash. Made me the signal made me to get to this bottle, crystal bottle, which is really nice. It was intact, as you see, and even you can open the bottle top. And apparently this is from 20th century, a bottle of aspirin, I would say, a bottle top. Well, I mean a bottle from old medicine. What else here? We want to pass to the lead. Let's go now for pieces of lead. Well, this is a piece which is interested the museum of the National Museum of Scotland, which is managing all these finds. I'm not sure. I would say it could be a spindle whorl. I will explain you later a bit about this, but this is quite big, so not sure. And this one apparently is a palm guard. If you put it here, it fits quite well on your hand, and it's just for knitting, sewing, probably pieces of leather, so you can protect your hand. So, well, you see, looks like a chunky piece of lead, ugly piece of lead, and sometimes could be something medieval too, or even older. So you never know. So the conclusion is don't throw away some of the chunky pieces of lead that apparently are a bit ugly. I personally don't like too much these pieces of lead, but well, some of them could be a piece of history, no? For example, this one, usually you find quite a lot, musket balls. Here we have, well, usually white of this color, but there are pieces of history. Again, it's just you can find maybe 7, 8, or maybe because it's a battlefield or whatever, but still it's a piece of history of 17th or 18th century, right? So, well, it's something here. Of course, I found many more. This is just an example. The museum is also interested in this piece, which apparently could be a stamp for a fabric, and maybe that could be quite old. So, well, let me know if you know or if you saw this before. Not sure. There is something, could be maybe you can't read. There is some marks, well, but it's quite difficult to read. Of course, a mention to the stamps. and here is one of them. I found many others, but this is fine because even you can see the date there. You see there is 1838. So, well, it's a mark and a date. Here, before to go to the rest of the best, we have, of course, we have to mention always the buttons, right? So, well, this is a quite big old button, maybe something from 18th century, so 1700 or something. There is some marks too there, if you see. This is a quite cool find, as you see, like it's a kind of circle. It's hypnotizing, no? If you see quite a lot, I don't know, well, could be from, as you see, a coat or a jacket, or, well, and this is quite the whole piece, as you can see here, too. It's a good find, too. This one, for example, also with some marks, which are very nice marks, well, probably from a nice jacket or a nice coat. And this one, which I found when I was checking the finds today, looks to me a soldier or a piper. I asked John, and John say, well, the Scottish Detectorist say, well, no, I don't think so. I mean, you are imagining, so maybe it's pure imagination. Who knows? But I will say something there. As you can see, there is gilded, no, or was gilded. There is some marks on the side, as you see here, but on the center looks like a shape of a person. Well, let me know. And then let's go for the best here, and the best of the best of these relics. Let's start here for the Spindle whorl, which is one of the pieces the National Museum of Scotland is interested to see. Some of them, as I mentioned before, they are reported, of course. Well, apparently this is a weighted object fitted to a spindle to help maintain the spindle's speed of rotation while spinning yarn. Yarn, I mean, like fibers used in sewing or webbing. So could be something like late medieval, even Roman. Some of them could be decorated, but this one is quite plain, as you see. It's quite flat in the back, and here is just a bit of, well, with some volume. And here, this is a piece, a badge, well, a medallion, right? So apparently, as I see, I would say something from 19th century. Looks like a baby there. I would say it's baby Jesus, Joseph, Mary. So it's a religious item. And in the back, not sure if this is an anchor, so could be something from the Navy. So it's interesting object. And the National Museum is also interested to see this object. So this is a nice find too. And here we have the last minute silver I got in the first video, as you can see in the Spanish Detectorist, and it's a really nice, beautiful fob. Well, it's a bit damaged here, but I believe you can fix this in a jewelry. Maybe I don't want to move because I think it's it could be breaking. So it's better just leave it. So maybe for someone who is more expert to work with silver. So even if you can, this can be even a gift. Can be with an inscription there. So it's a nice object. Could be from the beginning of 20th century. And this thing here, which for me is one of the best. And that was my first silver this year, which is a coin. And as you see, there is is rubbed, but this was a coin from 1692-97. So this is from the era of William III, William the Orange. Here on the back, you can even see, well, it's not sure, I think it's just upside down, maybe the shape of William of Orange, right? So, yeah. So even you can even see some of the numbers. So it's apparently it's bended. So it's a love token, or could be even for protected against supernatural forces. So it was a valuable piece because it was silver. So it was apparently, if it's once bended, it's a love token. If it's twice bended, it's just to protect from supernatural forces. So, well, not sure if it's a love story behind that or a witch story behind of this token here. But it's a very nice and a very interesting piece of history. Yeah, and the museum is also interested to see this really nice find. So let's go now for my best treasures. We get eventually the best of the treasures for my last year detecting. And as you can see here, everything is silver, no gold. Well, anyway, but it's very good. I can't complain at all. As you can see here, the stars of the show is the Roman denarii, the silver Roman denarii. I forgot to include before these very interesting finds. I found this in the last Detectable. It's a festival usually in south of England. And you can read here Folkestone. This is part of a box cigar. I've been doing some research about the mark, the trademark. You can see the ship there, and it's like covered in a kind of cover of silver. It's not silver at all, as you can see in the back. It was part of a batch or like a mark for a box cigar. Well, I found this with a little piece of wooden box, and I just found that in the morning drying. I didn't realize, and in the morning revealed this beautiful paper, which is, this was included in the same box. It was just a part of a box, wooden box, and in the middle, in between the layers of the box, was this brand, Hercules brand, made in Finland, as you can read here, made in Finland. So it's impregnated safety match. Well, a cigar box, I was talking, so as you can see, it's a box, a cigar, a safety match box or something, probably from the beginning of 20th century. Well, I have many more coins. Of course, I don't go to include all the collection. Many George V, as you can imagine. John the Scottish Detectorist love George V. But here, this is the best of the, it's a penny, a Victorian penny, but you can see it's a very lovely patina, very lovely green, and even you can read here the date, 1870. So, 1 penny in very nice condition. Looks like it was minted and was lost. So, a really nice coin. I liked this, so I wanted to include that. No, I know it's not silver. And of course, this one is my first silver. This was during one of my first digs with the Scottish Detectorist. It's a really nice coin, a 6-pence coin, again from George V, but if it's silver, it's always very welcome. The date, I can read very well, but says around there. I will I will write the later, so the date later. So don't worry. Sometimes I need to read more in detail. Yeah, it's there. I can read it. 1926. Okay. So well, here we are, and then the rest of the coins, and here we have another George V. Here 1936, which is a florin. It is a cross, beautiful coin. You can, some of them, as you can see, I've been cleaning up. Not all. I didn't clean these ones, but yes, I clean. Again, some people say, well, cleaning is just cleaning like part of the history of the coin, of the story the coin is telling us. But, well, I think some of the coins, overall the new ones, I think getting a new life. So, for example, this one, which is a beautiful silver, you see here, from George VI, which is a monster of coin. It's a half crown, and it's from 1946. It's a bit bigger than this one, which is another half crown. You can see, but it's slightly bigger. This is another half crown, which is a bit more eroded, from George V too. This coin, which you can see there, is from 1922. So, nice silvers here. The best is here. And yes, the double denarii. Here we have these beauties. I didn't clean it. As you can see, the color, the silver, the bright, the shine is just amazing. It was just like waiting for taking after almost 2,000 years, because these coins are from 164, in between 100, they were minted in between 164 and 180. So, well, it's just a piece of history. When you touch this, you can imagine, no? I mean, the last person who was holding this coin, who was the last person 2,000 years ago. So, well, here, even you can see, and actually one of the remarkable things is because this also is a woman, which is quite rare, I think, to see on a Roman coin. Usually you see, well, a man or something. So, well, again, this, of course, there are reported. This was found in the last detectable. Well, that was like winning the pot with the Roman denarii. There is a video about how I found this in the Scottish Detectorist channel, if you want to see that video. Here on the coin you can read Lucillae AVG Antonini. You can read some of the letters here. You see there, Lucillae. Some of them are a bit eroded, and here a bit eroded too. But in the back, which is upside down, is Concordia. So the coin apparently was minted in Rome. So was traveling from Rome to the south of England, to the area of Badminton, where the festival was happening. Yeah, and after the first dig, if it wasn't enough, was coming the second target with this beauty again. And I think it's even in better condition, because that was my first target. And here, well, you can see it's a bit eroded, but again we are talking about 2,000 years old. And then in the second target appear again this beauty. You can see the nose of the woman there. And again, even you can read the same inscription, right? Even it's in better condition, you can read there Antonini. Yeah. So, and in the back, again, which is not perfect, right? Because as you see, is a hammer coin, Concordia, with the shape of like a Roman goddess, or well, in the back there. So, well, as you see, in perfect minted condition, no cleaning at all. Well, I just clean it, of course, the ground, and well, I clean it a bit, not really a lot. I mean, it's not something compared to this. It's just a way of just recover the coin. No a cleaning. So, well, this is a wonder of my last year detecting. So, hope you did enjoy. Also interesting to add in these pieces, in these very nice pieces, in very nice finds, is the weight of the silver. Here in both is like a 300, well, I wish 300, but it's 3 grams, 3 grams 20, more or less. They are more or less same weight. Well, it's a quite heavy piece of coin. For those to set for an example, well, to set a parallels about the figure who was Lucilla. Lucilla, I don't know if you saw, some of you, the film of Gladiator. The Gladiator was a Spaniard, and Lucilla, she was the daughter of Marcus Aurelius, was one of the emperors. She was in love with Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was the main actor of the film, right? So, yeah, well, it's nothing to do with the history. Probably Lucilla, not sure if Lucilla was in love with a gladiator or whatever. I don't think so. But, well, the film, which is a very nice film, is just to put you on the right date. So you imagine more or less that date, and that woman was Lucilla. With that beautiful image of Lucilla, I finish the collection, the more relevant collection, to share with you. And this was my first year of metal detecting. As you can see, wasn't so bad at all. Maybe some people could do much better finds, other people maybe less lucky, whatever. My advice, or my humble advice, is don't give up, and things will come up at some point. Take time. Of course, probably the goal will take some time for me. Who knows? Or maybe tomorrow. Who knows? But well, hopefully you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care meanwhile, and I hope to see you soon. And the next time will be in the fields of Persia. So take care and see you soon. And thanks again for your support.